As mentioned in previous videos, Jewish mourning traditions are structured in stages, from the most intense mourning period of Aninut, the period when we learn of the death of a loved one and before the funeral, to the funeral or levaya. After the funeral, the Shiva, an intense 7-day mourning period takes place. Following the Shiva, a less intense 30-day mourning period dated from the date of burial begins. The final formal Jewish mourning custom is the unveiling of a grave marker or matzeiva. This typically takes place within the first year after death, and often before the yahrzeit, or anniversary of death. The unveiling is an opportunity to commemorate our loved ones by selecting an appropriate grave marker. While the inscriptions on a stone marker can vary widely, these days it is not uncommon to include elements from the life of the deceased, including veteran status, professional associations, hobbies, and more. But usually the grave marker includes the name of the deceased, often in Hebrew and English, as well as the dates of birth and death. The unveiling ceremony is rooted in Jewish custom, rather than Jewish law or Halacha. However, a set of traditions have taken root around the unveiling. These include the El Malei Rachamim prayer. This prayer, chanted in a haunting melody, invokes God's mercy or Rachamim. It's a plea to God that the soul of the departed receives a menucha nechona, or proper rest, in the hereafter, Olam Haba. Often a selection from the Hebrew Psalms is recited. The selection of these psalms varies, but the 23rd Psalm is usually the most popular. This particular psalm is well known to English speakers through its translation in the King James Version. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me, in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Additionally, the mourner's Kaddish, or Kaddish Yatom, is recited in the presence of a Jewish prayer quorum, or minyan. Many families will also take this opportunity to share personal anecdotes or memories of the departed. While Jewish law does not require the presence of a rabbi, most mourners do indeed bring in a rabbi to help conduct this service. Of course, the unveiling of a stone does not end our mourning for the deceased. While the intensity of our pain does eventually become more manageable, we will carry the loss of our loved ones for the duration of our own lives. Here again, Jewish tradition allows for opportunities to mourn and commemorate our loved ones at various touch points throughout the year. This includes the lighting of a memorial candle on the anniversary of the death of our loved ones, yahrzeit, and the recitation of Yizkor, a special memorial prayer recited in the synagogue on the last day of Passover, on the second day of Shavuot, on Shmini Atzeret, and on Yom Kippur.